Hello everyone, my name is Paul. Welcome to Come Touch of Fantasy. Today we are reviewing Children of the Different by S.C. Flynn. This is a book with a very interesting premise, a cool setting, and interesting characters, but I think lacked a little bit with engagement. I would classify this book as like a post-apocalyptic fantasy with strong young adult elements. A brain disease basically kills everybody in the world. The only people that survive this brain disease are individuals that had something wrong with their brain before the disease happened. However, when the younger people go through adolescence now, they go through something called the changeland. And in this changeland, they have to survive this weird dreamlike state. And if they end up surviving in this changeland, they come out of it with mental powers, but if they do like badly in the changeland, they come back as like these cannibalistic ferals, kind of like zombies almost. In this story, we follow twins, a boy named Nara, a girl named Erica, as they both go through their changeland themselves. And within their changeland, there's someone called the Anteater trying to kill them. And then outside the changeland, the twins get separated and Nara gets kidnapped. So now we have Erica trying to find her brother and find out what happened to him. It's all set in southwestern Australia, and that's what made me want to read the book at first, because I've never read anything about southwestern Australia around where Perth is. So I guess that area is very diverse, has a very tropical climate, and has a lot of different things going on there. And I thought that was the selling point with this book, because at first there's this like settlement and they're in these like really dense woods, and it's just a very visual creation at first. And then they go in this changeland, which is like this weird dreamlike state. And I'll be honest with you, I wasn't too impressed with the changeland stuff. A lot of it felt very random, and they were not my favorite part at all in this book. However, dreamlike worlds and dreamlike states or visions, things like that in fantasy books do nothing for me. Most of them I don't like. I thought the premise of this book was interesting, that we had all these survivors and that they all changed because of this disease, and that the only people that survived were people that had like brain deformities before. I thought that was really cool, and I really wanted him to focus on that. I wanted to find out more about how these characters felt about their life before the disease, and now that they were mostly normal, what they were like now. Because there are older people in this story that was different before the disease, and now they are cured. And I wanted to really dive into that theme. I thought that was a very interesting theme, and I wish he would have really just looked at that a little bit more specifically. I really liked reading about siblings in this book. Nara and Erica, the brother and sister twins, I thought their relationship was really well done. I thought Flynn did an amazing job of connecting the two and having us really care about them as a pair. They also had a few friends. That was pretty cool. I liked that it was mostly about the siblings. It wasn't about like some YA romance. And so I felt like I could connect more with these characters. However, they are relatively young, and I realize in a post-apocalyptic world that young characters would probably mature quickly because of like, you know, surviving, but still they were like around 13, 14, and they just acted a little bit more mature than what they really should have. And I wanted more background of these characters, like just being brother and sister and being friends with the other people at the settlement. I just wanted more of that. In the end, I was disappointed in this book. I liked the setting, the ideas, but the construction of the story was a bit off. I felt that Flynn just gave away way too much about the world and the plot, and I think if he would have just made it a little bit more mysterious, gave the reader small tidbits of information, and just kind of like stretched out the tension a little bit about what in the world is going on, I think it would have worked a lot better, because I found myself very unengaged when I was reading this, and I never really wanted to go like back into reading it because I knew like kind of what was going to happen. It was really predictable. I just wanted more mystery, and I think if S.C. Flynn would have just taken some of the information about this world and hid it from the reader and then gave that information later on in the book, it would have been so much better. I didn't care for the whole Changeland thing, but I'm going to check out more of his books. I think he has a talent, and I think that he can write characters decently. I just wanted more mystery and more world building, and the structure of the story was a little clunky at times. I wanted a better introduction with the characters. We were thrown right into the Changeland right at the beginning, and I don't think that really worked out too well. So unfortunately, I only gave this a 2 out of 5. I just thought it was just alright. It wasn't bad. I would have given it a 1 if I thought it was bad. But a 2 out of 5, it was just alright. The plot, I gave a 2. The characters, I gave a 3. The world building, I gave a 2. The writing aspect, I gave a 2. And the heart and mind aspect, I only gave a 1. This comes out next week, September 10th. So if this sounds like something that would interest you, I would encourage you to check it out. And I would also encourage you to check out other people's reviews of this book. They rated it much higher than I did. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys soon.